Hey guys, Trapper John here from It's A Trapp Gaming. And today I'm going to bring you guys a review of Wrestlemania 33 from my personal opinions, how I felt the show went from start to finish, and what were the highlights, what were the lows, what was the greatest moments of the night. We'll be covering all of that as we get started. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started right here. Alright, so we're going to start with the pre-show here. Neville and Austin Aries opened up for the pre-show. There were still people being filed into the stadium. A lot of empty seats, but there was a good amount of people there for this match. And I'm glad there was people there. It was a crazy good match. Neville did retain, but nothing wrong with it at all. There was some really cool spots with suplexes. The red arrow got broke out. Austin Aries went for the 5-point elbow, I believe that's what he calls it. Great stuff. It was a lot. I can't wait to watch Raw and see what our surprises are going to be. Who's coming up? We know Saturday was a big hint at someone who's making a Raw or a main roster appearance, and it's Shinsuke Nakamura. But we'll see when he shows up and how that's going to go. Go on to that. On to the next one here was the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I, unfortunately, was getting food at the moment when this happened. I did see the ending of it. Haven't watched the replay, but the ending was crazy good. I'm not a huge New England Patriots fan, but Gronk came out, plowed through Jinder Mahal. It was great. Mojo Rawley wins. But what was even better is when Gronk jumps the banister to jump over the security barricade. The security woman runs up to grab him because she thinks he's a random person. It was a great moment, unscripted. It was great. You could tell he was frustrated. Everyone else was really frustrated. But pretty good. That match was great how we went on. So now we're on to the main roster here. Main card. AJ Styles and Shane McMahon opened up the show. First of all, the entranceway, if you haven't seen pictures of it or anything, I'll put one up for you guys to see how long this entrance was. From there to this, it was huge. I mean, it took a long time. And yeah, the entrances were great as they went through. Triple H had a really cool one. It looked like a dad bike. It was pretty funny. Great entrance. Seth Rollins' entrance was even better. We'll cover that as we go along. But back to the match at hand, which was AJ Styles and Shane McMahon. I got sidetracked and I apologize. The match was great. There was a lot of really good spots. AJ pulled out a lot. It was a wrestling match. No one knew what it was going to be. It was one of the best matches of the night. AJ hit a one-armed Styles Clash, which was crazy good. A coast-to-coast that was floated by Shane McMahon. And then Shane McMahon hit a coast-to-coast. Shane McMahon then did a shooting star press. Missed by a country mile, but he missed. But it was impressive for him to get up in his age he's at. Also, the ending and everything went to AJ. AJ wins. There was also the elbow that he did on SmackDown. From the corner straight through the announce table. It's a crazy spot he does, but it's impressive, and it was awesome. So, AJ gets the win, and we go on to the next match. So one of the matches I did forget was the pre-show Intercontinental match between Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin. It was a good match. Should have been a no disqualification. Overall, good. It was good. It showed that Baron's good. That it wasn't the ending I was hoping for. Dean did retain. But overall, it was a decent match. It was a nice, quick. I wish they would have gave him more time because this was the next match that went, and then we had AJ versus Shane. But overall, I liked it. Really good. Really curious on where their storyline is going to be going. So, there you go, guys. So, the match that was up that followed AJ Styles and Shane McMahon was the United States Championship match between Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens got the win. He got the win on this one. But immediately put Chris Jericho into a Walls of Jericho. Jericho started the match putting Kevin Owens into a Walls of Jericho. Great match. You know, some of the time people think Kevin Owens matches are boring, and this wasn't one of the cases. It was a great match between this, great storytelling in the match, a lot of really interesting things that happened in the match, and I'm really curious on where the storyline is going to go, and we have Kevin Owens, the United States Champion. Going to be cool as we go along here. The next match that followed that was the Raw Women's title match that I personally was not looking forward to. I thought we had seen it all. I wasn't going to be shocked by anything, but my God, I'm so happy to tell you that I was wrong. so happy. This Fatal 4-Way was incredible. The storytelling in it was great. The women fought, and they're no longer divas, they're women now, and it was awesome. When they all three ganged up to take out Nia Jax, impressive, but Nia came in like a beast, destroying people left and right. And for one moment, you thought she was just going to stomp everyone and go through this. But she won. She was eliminated the first. And then we had our next elimination, which was Sasha, which shocked everybody. And then Charlotte got eliminated by Bayley. But impressive. Great match throughout. Really great to see the rosters getting better and better on the women's side for Raw. Can't wait to see what happens on Raw, where we're going to be going. If any new call-ups happen. A lot of really interesting things that are in the works for everyone coming into this. So, on to the next match for you guys. So this match was the ladder match that everyone had been looking forward to. I had been looking forward to. When I did my preview video and predictions, I had my predictions on what I wanted to happen. And I was right, and I love it. But I'm happy that I'm so happy how they did it. So you have the teams announced. You have everybody in the ring. They're getting ready to start. And the New Day shows up in their gear. And everyone's wondering, are they entering themselves? But then they say, we have a special announcement. There's someone else in this match. Dead quiet. The crowd starts chanting, delete immediately. Delete, 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 delete. It's all happening. And here we go. And the music hits, and it's the Hardy Boys. And they're here. Jeff and Matt are back. They enter the match, and we go through the whole thing. They did not, you got to remember, they had a ladder match the night before for Ring of Honor against the Young Bucks, or the Bucks of Youth, as as Matt would say. But overall, it was crazy. It was good. It was fun. It was one of the biggest pops of the night, everybody. This was the peak of the show, in my opinion. This was the peak for the Hardys to win the match. We have the ladder set up on the side here. Jeff goes up on this, looked like a 300-foot ladder. It was awesome how high he was up. Jumps. And he puts Cesaro through it, and he's supposed to put Sheamus through, but he bounced because he hits that ladder with the back, but he bounced off the ladder. It was crazy for him to take this bump. I believe he said he was 39 years old taking these bumps. It was crazy. It was impressive. It was awesome. So we have the Hardys back. They are the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Can't wait to see what happens on Raw. It was hinted that we're getting Broken Matt and Brother Nero. We might, hopefully. I don't know. Last night was the Hardy Boys. But the post-interview, Matt was still breaking in and out of his broken gimmick. So I'm hoping we get Broken Matt tonight. We'll know for sure when they show up, and we know. I expect Gallows and Anderson to want the rematch tonight on Raw, so we get to see the really cool aspect. But the conquest for gold does continue for the Hardys. So I know they called out the Usos in their pre-interview they did yesterday at their little tailgate, so who knows? We might be getting them going and unifying the tag belts, maybe? I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to see them do it for their conquest. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think below. If you watched last night, the biggest pop of the night, if that was it for you guys, because for me, that was. You heard rumors leading up all week in the WWE card at their tailgate yesterday. Someone was in there. No one knew. And then all of a sudden it happened. Boom. And we're here. And they were live right there for us. Great time. I loved it. It was one of my greatest moments I had. And I marked out like crazy. It was a good time. On to the next one. So this match was the filler match, what I said in the prediction. It was the John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. And, the match was great. Match was awesome. The ending of the match was, cool. Everyone's seen it happen, but Cena did propose to Nikki Bella. I hope this wasn't just a storyline. I wish them all the best. And probably the craziest thing I've seen is you had 75,000 people being respectful of this moment. That was not non-wrestling related. This was real life. Everyone was really respectful of it, and I loved it. No one was chanting, "You suck, Cena," nothing like that. Don't do it, Nikki. It was great. He proposed. Great. The diamond he had was Jesus. It was awesome. Obviously, pretty decent. So the match was over. They won. Yada yada yada. Hug, kiss, blah blah blah. On to the next one here. The next was a non-sanctioned match between Triple H and Seth Rollins. Their entrances were incredible. Seth Rollins had a Dark Souls type entrance, I'm calling it. He had a torch, comes out, slams it to the ground, and the whole entranceway expands into flames as it goes through. Really cool. The match was a great wrestling clinic between the two of them. Triple H was working on the knee, working on the one body part, a true heel fashion, working on the hurt body part for what's going to happen. Seth Rollins sold the knee injury so well. They did the spot that actually destroyed Seth Rollins' knee for the very first time, where he does the sunset flip into the powerbomb. And when he did it, the knee buckles, all that. It ends with Hunter and Triple H having this quick little moment. Triple H and Stephanie, I apologize, on the ring apron having this moment happening, and then all of a sudden, Triple H, Seth Rollins moves. Triple H goes in face to face with Stephanie like this, and then he turns around. Seth Rollins kicks him, falls, and Stephanie. I don't know if Stephanie was supposed to take the straight back into the table, but she turned. It looked kind of nasty. Overall, I know those tables are gimmicked up, but that fall did look pretty crazy for her to hit like that. Obviously, she wasn't moving. People were checking on her. One of the most unexpected moments of the night. Seth Rollins gets the win, 1, 2, 3, and we're on to the very next match, which was the WWE Championship match that I had been looking forward to. Hang on real quick, let me adjust my list here. Great match. It was a great match. A lot of mind games were being played. They did some really cool gimmicks with the ring, where he's laying there and then there's maggots shows up and there's some cockroaches and there's some worms and there's this. And the referee sold it like crazy, jumping out of the ring like, oh no. But overall, the mind games were good. Sadly, Randy Orton did win. I'm hoping this is for a bigger storyline that we're going to see down the line for Bray to get his title back. But overall, he did a great turn from an RKN to a Sister Abigail. One of the craziest things I've ever seen. I loved it. It was a great match. It was really good. People are going to say it was a bad match, but I enjoyed it. It was a great storytelling in the match. Just wish Bray would have got the victory and we went on to that and still have a Bray WWE champion. But we don't, and it's no big deal. So on to this next match that everyone wants to know my opinion on, and I loved it. I love this match, and that's shocking a lot of people, so stay tuned. You guys will know what I'm talking about. So this match I thought was going to last like 2 minutes. I thought Lesnar was going to come in and destroy Bill Goldberg in 2 minutes, and my wish almost came true. It starts off with a couple of suplexes. I will let you know there were only 4 moves in this match. Four. But the storytelling was incredible on how this was done. So we get 2 suplexes out of the gate. Brock is celebrating in the corner about it, turns around, and this spear came out of nowhere. Shocked me, shocked a lot of people. The crowd popped like crazy. Spear comes out of nowhere here. 1 spear, 2 spear, and then there's a 3rd spear outside where it looked nasty that Goldberg hit his head on a steel guardrail post. But came back in. There was a total of 10 suplexes that were delivered. So Bill Goldberg went to Suplex City. And he stayed there, and he's still a resident. There was a jackknife. So yeah, the 4 moves were suplexes, spears, jackknife, F5. It's what happened. The 1, 2, 3 happened. But it was a great match. Only lasted for over like 5 minutes. But it was impressive. Really good. Really good back and forth between the two. I didn't know how they were going to do it, and I'm glad they did it this way. Really cool ideas. I loved it. This was one of the better matches of the night. So the Hardys coming back, and this match is right there with me. I'm right there with it. And the women's match, number 3. Right there. But the next match that followed it was the women's 6-pack challenge type deal they did. Becky Lynch had some really cool things. There was a hilarious exploder suplex that was done to James Ellsworth in his Carmella gimmick type thing he did. Yeah, it was good, and Naomi got the win in her hometown of Orlando. So I enjoyed it. It was a great time. The whole pay-per-view was good. The only issue is the main event, and I'm covering that right when we get back from this break right here. But the main event was something that I wasn't expecting it to be, and I'll let you guys know. So here we go. So the main event was The Undertaker versus Roman Reigns in a no-holds-barred match. They had changed it just before. But before all that, there was the Boomer Sooner music coming out, and it's good old JR. And from what the stories I've read this morning, JR is back for 2 years. He signed a 2-year contract with select dates. And I'm happy about that. That's awesome. We got JR, good old JR, back on commentary. He was telling some great storytelling through that. Plus of the match was JR calling it. And for it being Undertaker's last match, is looking like, I'm pretty sure that was an Undertaker request, and I'm glad it happened. But the match itself, Roman's entrance was Roman's entrance. He punches the ground, fireworks go off, blah, 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 going down to the ring. But Taker's entrance was really good. You kind of had a feeling that something was going to happen. As far as the match itself, it wasn't good. It wasn't a really good match. Taker showed his age. Roman showed the inexperience. There was a turn from a tombstone pile driver that was going to be returned for Roman Reigns to do it, and it looked like Roman couldn't get him up, and Taker just could not get his wits about himself to get himself up. Overall, it was impressive for Taker's age to be in there doing this match. A lot of really cool spots that happened. There was a weird spear combo where he's building momentum, running back and forth, and he hits him with this spear. And I don't know if he was supposed to connect on the second time he hit the rope and went to the third time. Overall, it was up in the air on it. I did not like this main event. I did not. I really don't want this to be Taker's match, but it looks like it is after he took his gloves off, sets the hat and the coat, everything there. It looks like this was the last thing for, Undertaker. Your childhood's done. Roman did not get the pop that I think that the WWE wanted him to get. Go ahead and make him heel, please, because this boring, Roman Empire, bull crap is annoying. I don't like it. There's a lot of people that agree with me on that. I don't know. It's something that could have been done a lot better. But overall, I was impressed. It was good to see the victory, him walking away like that. And, we'll just see what happens on Raw now. So that was WrestleMania in a nutshell last night. If you get the chance to watch it, please watch it. Watch it. Don't just listen to my opinions on it. Watch it. Have your own opinions. It was great, especially the ladder match. Watch that. Especially the Hardys coming back. You see how mental everybody went. It was crazy. It was really fun. So yeah, I enjoyed it last night. So there we go, guys. That was my review of WrestleMania 33. If I had to give it a score, I'm going to give it an A. It was pretty good. I loved it. Loved it. There was a lot of really high moments last night. A lot of moments that shocked me. Shane and AJ, the Hardys coming back. Undertaker retiring at the end of the night. There was a lot of things that happened throughout this. Overall, it was really cool. I enjoyed it. Definitely get a chance. If you get a chance to watch it, do it. Form your own opinions. Let me know what you guys thought in the description below. Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, to all the new subscribers of the channel, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for showing me the support. I appreciate everything. We'll be doing some more giveaways as we go along throughout this next year, so stay tuned for that. And on that note, it's been a pleasure to talk to you guys this evening. I am Trapper John, and I will catch everyone in the very next video. Have a good day, guys.